Last month, the DPC approved the demolition of the Victoria Stadium complex, which includes the Murga Bar, 3 kiosks and storage areas owned by Allan Asquez. Through his company VSB Limited, the government says it received a claim totalling £1.75 million, which, along with new premises at the new stadium development, would push it to well over £2 million. The government provides what it says is a breakdown of Mr Asquez's claim. He wanted a 149-year underlease at the new stadium development. For loss of earnings, Mr Asquez has requested £500,000 or exclusive catering rights at the Europa Sports facility. For his Dining 54 restaurant, he sought the settlement of outstanding invoices for works carried out there, amounting to £255,000 plus legal fees of £50,000. For the Victoria Stadium kiosks, he requested either alternative catering premises in addition to the new premises or a cash settlement of £950,000. The government states that under the Landlord and Tenant Act, VSB Limited is only legally entitled to £55,440 for the termination of the tenancy and an additional £60,000 for relocation and refurbishment expenses. This amounts to £115,440. The government says the law does not guarantee the right to alternative premises or compensation beyond this amount. Despite his legal entitlement being significantly lower than the claim, the government provides a breakdown of what it calls its gesture of goodwill offer made to Mr Asquez. This includes a 21-year commercial lease in the new stadium development valued at £800,000, despite Mr Asquez being legally entitled to only a rental arrangement, incorporation of the kiosk's footprint. Part of the area previously occupied by the kiosks at Victoria Stadium will be included within the footprint of the new stadium bar, despite no legal obligation to do so. And arrears. The government has offered to explore settling an agreed sum for the arrears, which the government estimates at £136,000, a sum which Mr Asquez disputes. In respect of the request to settle outstanding bills and legal fees, the government says it has requested evidence of these claims, including those related to works at Dining 54, which it says have yet to be provided. Responding to Mr Asquez's questions about UEFA and FIFA monies, the government clarifies that these were directed to the GFA. In exchange for development rights to the Victoria Stadium site, the GFA then made a payment of £16.5 million to the government. In this latest statement in the ongoing dispute, the government recommits to resolving the matter amicably with Mr Asquez and VSB Limited. However, it says it must adhere to the legal framework and ensure that any agreement remains reasonable and fair, given that these arrangements would be funded by the taxpayer. It says a request for almost £1.8 million in addition to a lease at the new stadium complex, when the legal entitlement is around £115,000, will not be agreed to under any circumstances.